Pick 5 things, 5 foods to eat. What's going on YouTube, TR Fit Fam? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, you know what to do. Go ahead and like, share, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff. Get it out the way. You didn't hit this algorithm. This didn't hit your algorithm, I should say, by coincidence. Go ahead and tune in. Let's get it. The purpose of this video is to focus on 2 types of people. 1, someone who wants to get started on the meat and fruit diet and just simply don't know where to start, and they just want to get moving and get motivated to get it rolling. That's for you. And the other person is someone who has started the meat and fruit diet, but they just keep getting derailed, sidetracked, getting lost in the mix, and y'all know what I'm saying. Just not able to stay focused and aren't able to stay consistent to see the results that they want for this diet. So I'm gonna point out 3 simple things to help you do so and stay focused and get this done, man. Because like I said, this is one of the best diets that I've ever come across, and it's very easy, very simple to follow. You just got to do it. So the first thing I'm going to say is this is a elimination diet. I think this goes without question. You're eliminating certain things out of your diet, but it's not just an elimination diet like typical elimination diets. You struggle, you starve, you're always hungry after you eat. That's not the case for this diet, which is the best part. And the main thing that I love about this diet, yes, you're cutting things out, but all of the things that you're eating right now is going to be sustainable. It's going to help you in the future to stay consistent without having to worry about getting sidetracked and derailed if you allow it to happen. So the number 1 thing I want to say is, 1, keeping it simple, but that's not the point. Pick 5 things, 5 foods to eat. And I'm saying 5 for a reason. 5 foods to eat, and don't eat nothing else but those 5 foods until you get it figured out. Within those 5 foods, it can only be meat and fruit. Obviously has to be some type of meat. Obviously has to be, doesn't necessarily have to be, but probably need to involve some type of fruit. So pick your 5 favorite all together total and don't derail from there. For example, if I was struggling, what I would do is I would do steak, I would do eggs, I would do mangoes, banana, and cheese. Yeah, I know mine is a little bit mixy, but it is what it is. That's what I would do. I would try to stick with that. If the budget's tight, change that steak to ground beef. If you can't find mangoes, change that mango to a watermelon, seeded preferably. Can't find a seeded watermelon, change it to something else and stick to just those 5. Another example of someone who's just getting started out, what I would say for your 5 is to do ground beef or steak, fish. So it'd be a switch up, or chicken, fish or chicken. The reason I always say incorporate fish or chicken is for people who aren't used to or struggle to eat the same food over and over and over and over again. If that's a struggle for you, then have a switch up, something that you can go to. Okay, I did this 2 days in a row. Let me go ahead and do that this week, and then switch back, or this day and switch right back. And then choose 3 fruits after that you like, prefer, what have you. This allows you to keep it simple, stay on track, and stay focused. Because if you're not eating those 5 things that you picked, if you're not doing that, then you know why you're not seeing the results you want. Because you're going so far off the rail, eating snacks, doing other things that you're not supposed to be doing, and you know that you're not supposed to. I think it's common sense. I don't need to elaborate on that. Stick to the 5. Second thing you need to do, intermittent fast. Intermittent fasting is one of the best ways to prevent yourself from snacking. Snacking is one of the, I sound like a doctor. Snacking is one of the leading causes of obesity. But in reality, it's one of the things that keeps us from eating. Because when we're bored, have nothing to do, and see food, we're going to eat it. It's habit. But when you intermittent fast and set windows for yourself, you don't break them. You shouldn't break them. And if you do break them, you know what happened. It's all about accountability when it's all said and done. You can only hold yourself accountable when you have rules. If you don't have no rules, there is no accountability. Last but not least, this is usually controversial and it really has nothing to do with the food. Do something active. Be active. Get in shape. Get in shape. Work out. Find a workout regimen that works for you. The idea of the carnivore diet and the meat and fruit diet is to make it so you don't have to count your calories anymore. But that doesn't change the fact that calories in versus calories out is a legitimate thing. People can't. There's some people that hate it. Some people that don't discuss it at all. I'm always going to discuss it because I've been on both sides of the spectrum. I had I guess you can say, a legitimate balanced diet, and I followed a legitimate balanced diet for a very long time and stayed in shape with doing it. But There are times that it gets harder. It's as simple as that. There's times I want to eat a lot more rice than I typically would eat, a lot more grains than I typically, a lot more bread than I typically would eat. And what happened, I was starting to get pudgy. And then after that is when I would go look in the mirror and say, okay, let me reel it back in. This diet, these two, between carnivore and the meat and fruit diet, they're supposed to make it so you never have to worry about that up and down. Your weight should sustain consistent more than leveling up and down. That's if you're doing it right. But exercising will always help you with that because it's obviously more health benefits. I don't want to go too in depth on that, but there's unlimited health benefits to staying mobile and exercising. Shameless plug. If you don't have a workout regimen to follow and you don't mind working out from home, click the link in the bio. I'm gonna leave it somewhere. You'll see it. We use something called the total resistance, so one size fits all harness that allows you to add resistance to your training. And you can do it anywhere. You can do it on your lunch break. You can do it at work. You can do it at home. You can do it in your bathroom if you wanted to, as long as you do it. And you're not just gonna be running around. You're gonna actually do stuff to help you build muscle. With the foods that you're gonna be eating, it only makes sense to turn that into muscle while you're doing it and while you're hot. I'll call it while you're hot because do something while you're motivated to do it to the max. Because everybody falls off. Everybody falls off. It's a part of human nature. We're gonna have our moments when we peak and wanna do this hard. And then we typically fall off. Like I said, it's human nature, it happens. But why not take advantage, full advantage, while you're motivated to do something and just lock in and get it done. All right, I hope that helped. That's all I got. I gotta get back to work. But do me a favor before I go. Like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTube stuff. If you have been following the meat and fruit diet or carnivore diet, and this stuff has been helpful, or you know things that have been helpful for you, do me a favor, leave it in the comments below. We can have a conversation, the discussion, because once again, this is helping not just me, it's helping everybody. I'll see you next time.